Okay, hey everyone. Let me shut this off real quick. There. There we go. There you guys, it's Trenchy back again to bring you another video. This time we're going to be doing my spoiler talk for SlenderMan. So if you have not seen SlenderMan and do want to see it, do not watch this video. This video will be very, spoilery. Okay, here we go. Now, my last video, I talked a lot about how I think that SlenderMan should have had a different ending, how the main character should have been a different character in all to begin with. And this is what we're going to get into now. Now, the main character's story was this girl named Haley, who had a little sister. She was the main character's story. She was the final girl. She's the one that makes it to the end. She's the main character. And then you have the people. You have Katie, Chloe, and Ren, who are like her friends. And they're the main characters of the story, but the main character is Haley. I would change that. Now, here's the thing about that, about this, is Haley was a good main character, but I think Ren, who was played by Joey King, would have been a better main character in my opinion. Because here's how the story goes. Story goes, Katie goes missing. These other girls are trying to figure out what the hell's going on, how they're going to get their friend back. And that's like the whole basis of the story, is they're trying to get their friend back. Now, with that, the thing is that in the end it turns out that Katie wanted to go with SlenderMan. She wanted to go. She chose to go. She wanted to be taken by SlenderMan. She purposely did that because her life sucked, because her dad was a neglectful alcoholic, and her life just fucking sucked. She wanted to go, so she seeked out SlenderMan to take her. So this whole movie, these girls are trying to get Katie back, right? And Ren is the one learning the most about SlenderMan. She's like learning all this knowledge on him from Alley Cat, this character they meet online, all this other shit. She's going online and stuff. And the thing about Ren is throughout the movie, Ren slowly starts to break down. Haley stays strong. Haley doesn't really believe this shit throughout the movie, but Ren does. And Ren slowly starts to break down throughout the movie. Meanwhile, Chloe just goes crazy, and we never see her again. That's what happened. Chloe sees SlenderMan in the woods when they're doing a ritual. She goes crazy, and they show her, like, looking out the window, looking old, and we never see her again. So, Chloe went crazy, never see her again. So, in the end, Haley's sister ends up in the hospital because Ren took her out in the forest to try to bring SlenderMan back. To try to get Katie back by having her do like the whole sacrifice something you love shit, which I don't even know where that came from to begin with. So she goes in the hospital, which leads Haley to find Ren, and then Ren's like, he wants us, you gotta go, he wants us, we gotta go with him for this all to end. And then Ren gets pulled out the window by a giant octopus like SlenderMan. So then Haley goes out in the woods, finds SlenderMan, goes up to SlenderMan, who's like 7 foot tall, and is like, take me, but then starts running from him because she gets scared. He catches her and turns her and himself into a tree. I'm not kidding, they turn to a fucking tree. Yeah, that's how it ends. Oh, and Haley's like, they spread the story. You know, you spread the story of the SlenderMan. It's like a virus, which, that was cool. Comparing SlenderMan to a virus. Good touch, good touch. I think the story could have been better. First of all, make Ren the main character. Make Ren the main character. And have her do the things she does in the movie, but different. Like, have her learn about the SlenderMan. Have her do all this. Have her be, like, desperately trying to get her friends back. Desperately, like, even bring the sister out in the woods. But have the sister get taken. Have the sister get taken by SlenderMan. Haley's sister gets taken. Chloe doesn't go get crazy. Chloe gets taken too. They all start getting taken. Katie gets taken, but Katie still wants to go. Get rid of Alley Cat. Ren just learns this all online. She starts going crazy about it. She starts, like, connecting the dots. She starts slowly going insane, learning about this stuff, and trying to stop the SlenderMan for taking all her friends. Trying all these sacrifices. But in the end, all these sacrificing things just end up getting more people getting taken. And in the end, it's just Ren and Haley. But Haley breaks it off with Ren because she finds out that Ren took her sister into the woods. And then her sister gets taken. That's how I would do it, is Haley's sister gets taken. Then eventually Haley gets taken. And Ren's just left alone, and she psychically breaks down. She mentally breaks down. Because she lost everyone around her. And she sees it as her fault. Because in the movie she kind of pushes to watch the video. So, well, does she? I think her and Katie, yeah. So we'll have her push to watch the video, too, in this version. And then everybody around her, she loses everyone around her, and she psychotically breaks down. She goes fucking crazy. Probably tries to commit suicide, fails, gets put in an insane asylum, and then in the end, probably if some, like, reporter come to visit her, and then she tells the story of the SlenderMan, and that spreads. I like that. Now, I'm not saying my version's perfect, but I'm saying my version will probably be better than what was out on the screen of becoming a fucking tree. Why the fuck would you become a tree? What the fuck? What the fuck? SlenderMan is an interdimensional being. Why is he turning people into trees? Why is this a thing? That ending bothered me. Why? Why is he tree? Why did he make her become a tree? Why? Now, I'm not saying my ending's probably better. My ending probably is dumb. My story's probably dumber. Probably there's things I'm probably missing and stuff like that. But I still think I like mine. I'm gonna be honest, I like mine story. I still think it would have been done better if it was done that way. If we just saw, like, one person lose everyone around them because of the SlenderMan, and then they're driven insane, and then they spread the story as a crazy person. And they start doing, like, these desperate acts throughout the movie as well, like, crazy as, like, we do see Ren doing desperate acts, but in the end, she's not the main character, so, and she ends up getting, like, taken. So it doesn't really amount up to much, because everything they do in the movie doesn't really amount up to much, because in the end, it would have ended the same way. He wanted them. He gets to choose who he is taken and stuff. Like, in the end, they're all taken, and we don't get to see what happens with Chloe being insane. So then that version, pretty much the movie was useless. But in my version, it wouldn't be useless, because we got to see the lasting effects on Ren. We got to see Ren be affected, and we got to see Ren actually spread the story. In the movie, they just say the story spread, and we see a dude watch the video. The boyfriend watches the video, that's about it. We just hear the story spread. Well, in my version, you would actually see Ren talking to, like, a reporter or something about what happened, and telling them, and the story actually being spread for that. Which would have worked, because even though antagonist would be unbeatable, at least we got to see some, um, what's it called? We got to see some closure to the story. At least they had, like, an ending that made sense, instead of SlenderMan just taking her real. That's it. Boom. Pretty much everybody's gone except for the sister, but she wasn't really involved, so who cares about the sister? SlenderMan just takes all our main characters, and that's it. And there's nothing they could do about it here. They spend the whole movie. Like, we don't get to see any lasting effects or anything. Oh no, Chloe gets left behind, but we don't get to see what the fuck happens to her. She's just crazy. And they don't even, like, talk about her being crazy at all. It's bullshit. Like, if you're gonna make SlenderMan an unbeatable villain, at least make him have an effect on a character and have that character, like, last. Like, make him have a lasting effect on the world by having at least one character live, but be drove insane. Because if we watch Ren desperately break down throughout the movie, then the movie has a purpose. It's to show, like, this one girl's life fall apart because of this unstoppable being. The movie has a purpose, but if everyone's gone, the movie has no purpose anymore. The movie was just like, so we just watch these people fight this thing for like an hour and 30 minutes and nothing happened. It was a little longer than that. Like, in the end, they all lost. That's it. But if we watch our movie, we get to see this girl try to beat this thing throughout the movie and then see her ultimately fail, but also see, like, the, what's it called, the effects of that, which would make it a better movie. You can have unstoppable antagonists, but at least make the protagonist have a lasting effect, like in Final Destination, same thing, like, if you're not going to have the thing be beaten, like, the thing about that, everybody dies. And in the end, near the last couple of movies, everybody just dies, and there's no way of beating it, so there's not really a lasting effect. We don't really get to see a lasting effect on the characters. Like, it's hard to do unbeatable antagonists, because you gotta do them in a certain way. And that's really hard to do. And that's all I gotta say about this. The camera scene was cool. Like, I don't know if I want to get spoilers about that. I just wanted to talk about the ending and about she turned into a tree. Motherfucker turned into a tree. That's legit how the movie ended. She turned into a tree. And he turned into a tree too. What the fuck? Who the fuck was writing this? Were they high off their ass? They must have been high off their ass. It would be absolutely scary. Let's turn her into a tree. Nothing scarier than that. Well, guys, have you heard of this? All bark, no bite. I didn't make that joke. But that's all it was. Stupid ending, guys. What the fuck? Just because you saw the ants in the Lord of the Rings, those giant trees in the Lord of the Rings, and the trees throwing apples in Wizard of Oz as, like, threatening, which they are, those are intimidating ass trees. For both those movies, those trees are intimidating. Doesn't mean you can make trees intimidating in every single movie you make. Guys, it's not possible. And this is... Just know. I'm gonna end it here. Okay. I hope you enjoyed that spoiler little talk about the SlenderMan. I know my reviews have been off. I gotta organize them better. That solo review was all over the place, but yeah. So, yeah, bye everyone. Stay frosty. This is Trenchy signing off. It's my spoiler talk. I hope you enjoyed it. Hopefully, we'll get, I don't know, hopefully it'll do better in the future. Because that ending sucked. That ending sucked. Okay, this is Trenchy signing off. Beep, bop, boop.